we go. We're going to unlock. And let's have a look at the lineups here. They're going to play quite aggressive. They're going to, instead of using they're going to Diva and a Winston and then a Reinhardt. So the Reinhardt's going to be caught back with his team while the two off tanks with Benji and Molten being able to create some space. I'd still prefer a Zenyatta with this because those tanks are going to go so far ahead. It'd be cool to have a Harmony Orb on them rather than just relying on Ana to heal them up, because the cart, everyone else is going to be stuck on the cart and getting healed from it like you would from a Lucio, so you don't really need Lucio in that case. But Sean gets the kill on top of Benji anyway, so they're doing a good job here to engage Team Roblox, because as soon as the cart came up here, they didn't waste any time. They caught out the members of Tiltmode. Just gonna write down these team names here because instead of looking on my overlay to refresh my memory, I'm gonna write them down so I'm always getting them right. So usually when I'm casting, I'll write down most team names if it's teams that I'm completely used to and I know all the players. So if I'm doing ESL, I don't write down team names. Most of Cyber Gamer, I don't write down team names unless it's the earlier stages. When I was doing Squizzy, when I was doing your team, the 12s was a weed smoking 12s versus Ancient Templar. I had to write down those names. So I just got to get to the habit of just calling them Eben. But here we go. As I was busy writing that down, the fight was happening here. I'm sorry guys that I didn't get to break that down for you, but they're pretty much in control here. Just not picking an entry point here. I feel Tiltmode just not finding an opening. They're just brute forcing it at the front, but they're running into a team that has more ultimates. So you need see, like, they've got the Diva and the Winston, but there's nothing, like, they need to make sure they need to stay in range of Ana's vision so they can get healed. But they're going in so deep, it's very hard. And to see that the body grenade lands on Benji now, he really needs, you're better off having a Zarya if you're going to run deep. Zarya, Diva, Winston, Zenyatta, Soldier 76, Ana. Because at least you can throw the Zarya shield on them, they have an Orb of Harmony, so they can get there and don't get sleep darted. Because, look what's happening, it's just devastation here at the front. They've got to, you've got to think of like how, if that's your point of entry, if that's your way of breaking their line of defense of these two people jumping in, everything revolves around them. So the Reinhardt's not going to work. So they've got Benji now on top of the Pharah. They don't have a Mercy, but they can have Ana that can heal Pharah in the air. So if Pharah can get around and get some damage down, I'll be fine. They're throwing down something struck right here into the back end. Oh, it's beautifully placed. Picks up kills on Zypher and Sean. They can follow up now, and they're going to start popping some ults. You need to be careful not to use too much. They've used everything here. They don't need the tactical visor. They've already won the fight. So I know they're probably like very stressed here. They're like, oh, like that worked. It was an awesome self-destruct. It just landed like in the perfect. It landed in the perfect spot. Great height. It came down at the right time. Not enough time for people to react to it. That's the thing. Like if it's too high, people can see it coming down. You want to get that perfect thing where it's just going to shoot down on you. So you just skimmed it across the top of that rooftop, and it just came down nicely. So it's always nice to see that. But here we got Benji. He's trying to get some damage down here. So the rest of the fight's just happening just up here outside the balcony. Scrim some more finishes as well for Kumpon. They're going to be moving back now. So Benji's trying to get some damage down here. They're in good position here, Tiltmode, because Pro Roblox team are not here on the high ground. They've got a distinct disadvantage now by not being up higher. They can fire. There's no one up there to stay safe. They're going to be forced all the way back here. They can just roam free along here without the threat of any damage coming on top of them. So Roblox, maybe not as comfortable here in Dorado, or they're just under some pressure. They wanted to fight early, but they need to make sure you get up here on top of this balcony, as they've just pushed the cart all the way to the last checkpoint, the last part of the second checkpoint. Zypher gets a kill on Lilo in the background. Molten is jumped up here on the balcony. We've got this nano boost on top of Zypher with the Genji trying to get in and amongst the fight. They've already won the fight here, just trailing away. So Tiltmode not wasting any time. They're going to stay around. Pandashi needs to be careful though, because you might get caught out from Genji because he's lurking right near. The rest of his team's there to join him though. The Zypher's going to back up and join his team now. As Sean's on the top side to help get back to his team there. He's a little bit alone, but as you see, they can get back here really easily, tilt mode, because Roblox was not up here on the balcony to provide any pressure from the defenses. Now they're going to have Farah Rubenji right there in the back line. Already picked up the kill on Crimson Wolf. They've got the sound barrier popped, but it's not going to be enough for pro Roblox now, as a lot of the members are getting picked out. Here comes out of Paul. I don't know who's having the technical issues. It's Adam DC'd. So, yeah, that makes sense then. So, where's he? 87%. Oh, god damn, man. He's not going to have that Graviton Surge, which they really need. They really need the Graviton Surge. This is really bad for Roblox, so they can kiss the second point goodbye. They're not going to be able to hold on to it. They're going to go up against 3 ultimates, and they're going to be down the Graviton now. So, goodbye to that. And make it 4 ultimates, because Pandashi is like 3%, and he's right there. There's some enemies. He's going to be able to get that up pretty goddamn fast, and he's pushing the cart. As he's going to be back. It's good to go. So expect this to be capped from tilt mode now. It won't take them too long. There's only 1 minute left on the clock. As Benji's up there, just stopping people from coming through the entrance point. Adam is going to rejoin here on top of the checkpoint as the cart's going to push up here now. So quite easy push to there. It was pretty much a given with Adam coming back. But he kept his percentage. Actually kept his percentage. He got back in time. So it wasn't like a full DC. It must have been just his PC going crazy. So that's good for them, Roblox, because you can use the Graviton Surge. So they're going to regroup here, just coming up towards the spawn point, as Benji's now just up here on the high ground, boosting himself to get away from the Genji. Zypher is now going to have the Dragon Blade. He kills him up in the air with the help of Skelly Bones. Now he's going to find himself caught out, though. None of his team are there to follow him up, so a little bit greedy there. He needed to make sure I got a feeling that he probably popped it without telling his team. That's just me assuming, as they're going to throw down an Earth Shadow here with Kumpon. Pandashi has the Tactical Visor and Anubis combo. He's going to pick up a triple kill. No answers to that, with Kumpon slamming down the front line. Another pause is going to come out, so technical issues coming out for Roblox here. They're not looking like the same team they were before. The Graviton Surge is going to come out now from Adam. But there's too many members left alive here for tilt mode. They're going to be able to kill people one by one. Unless Dimosaurus can ensure us a victory, but it's not going to happen, as Nanobist on top of Crimson, and just for, I was going to say a bad word, I won't do it. Just for poop and giggles, not the other word. Here we go, 3-0 for tilt mode. Hopefully the technical issues now have been fixed for Roblox. They'll be able to regather themselves. And Benji's teleported here on the top side, here on the red building. He's going to get hooked down though, he's going to have no Wraith form. Taken out by Crimson Wolf, so nice hook there, as they're going to have the Roadhog, Winston, and Diva. You know how I was mentioning people need to play Zenyatta when you're running these dive heavy comps? See, this is look at how it works out. You can have the Orb of Harmony on people, is they continually get healed when they're in the line of fire. Look at them charge forward here, so aggressive. They can have orbs on them. They can throw Discord orbs on people for people to dive on top of as well. So look at the difference. I know they're probably more used to it because they're using all the correct members here. They're using a Winston, Diva, Roadhog. They're not using the Reinhardt, because the Reinhardt serves no purpose because everyone's diving in. So here we go. Nice early cap, 5 minutes and 30. It caught them off guard. No one here's going for the top side, so tilt mode, actually, sorry, sub mode. Make sure you come up here on top of the high ground. See how they've just taken the high ground from you, especially with the dive comp, and then just cleaned you up there. As the advantage is definitely with Roblox right now. They haven't changed up their lineup either, so the dive's still working for them. A lot of pressure's still been happening here. You can snowball the first 2 checkpoints quite easily. That's when you end up switching off the dive comp once you get to the 3rd point. It's a lot harder to dive in because people just gonna spawn faster than you. As they throw in a nice self-destruct, picks up a double kill here. So Adam nicely done there with a Diva, as they kind of force their Roblox off the top side now. There's too many people running rampant right now. No one can gather themselves up here. Tilt mode. Everyone's just dying one by one, or it's just really sporadic fights. It's just one continuous brawl all over the map, and they just need to regather themselves here. They're gonna have to let this cart go, because people are just gonna keep dying one by one if they're not careful. Look how far up they are. Tilt mode. Everyone needs to get back and and just go up here on top of this high ground here. But they're not going to be able to do it because Adam's already up there. He's being relentless with his pressure. They haven't changed up anyone yet, but they've pretty much got all to get their ults, so it's better to stay with the heroes with the ults. So they're probably expecting to change up after they've popped them. As the cart now comes up here towards the bridge. Very fast push here. He's going to throw in the self-destruct. Going to go there in the back line. He's going to pick up the kill on top of Molten. Could get behind Coonpon's shield in time. The hook's going to come out from Crimson Wolf straight onto Coonpon. They've killed him pretty quickly here. As Benji gets the deflect happening. Not too much is going to come from that though. There's too many members being surrounded here. A lot of the technical issues you could probably see from Roblox have been sorted here. Doing a good job here. They've still got the Transcendence and the Whole Hog. They just pop the Primal Rage as well. So here comes the Transcendence from Sean. As everyone's caught inside a Graviton Surge, they're going to be healed up here through the Transcendence. They've got the Winston Shield as well to help them out. Pandashi's going to have the Nano Boost now with the Zarya Shield trying to push people back. They've already taken out Skelly Bones, so they can recap here if they want to.
Let's say gather where we're at now.
So Tiltmode in control now, right near the cart, with Roblox just gathered up here on the outside. They've got Nano Boost good to go, Pandashi with the self-destruct, so that's the two options for both teams here. With the Dragon Blade now with the Nano Boost combo, so they could use this here to get themselves the win Tiltmode without too many threats from Roblox have that without too many threats from Tiltmode, but they have a self-destruct and the Dragon Blade to work with now as well. So they're going to be right in their face. The Zypher's been taken out though, so it's going to be Benji that pops a Dragon Blade, but he's taken out too, so he's going to waste the Dragon Blade there, Benji, with Zypher's going to be back up. He's not going to be able to get into the fight just in time. They need to get people to back up here, because I feel like too many members are going to start dying now for Roblox. They've spent too much time in the fight. Bionic Grenade's going to land on top of them. Sean's not there in time. He's wasted the Transcendent. Zypher's going to now join the fight, but they should have backed away and waited for all their members. Now they're going to bleed more time on the clock. They had a very good time before. They probably thought they could finish, but then they had technical issues with Adam. They do have 4 ultimates up. Sean did waste the Transcendence. They should have kept that on, but not too bad. They can still work with it, but that's what I was saying, that they're probably going to lose that fight. They didn't have the members as everyone was getting back from the spawn for Tiltmode. Benji gets back to his team now. So they're all gathering up here on top of the escort. Very timid, you can see Tiltmode. They're not up at any points of advantage. No one's up here on the higher ground. You could probably get back up there now with the escort moving backwards. But here comes the self-destruct. Lands over there nicely, but Coonbon gets there just in time with it. There's another self-destruct happening here. It's not going to pick up any kills. Jim and Shurus and Crimson Wolf do get 1 each as they're right past the payload, fighting near the checkpoint. Zypher has popped the Dragon Blade just a bit before. I must have missed it, but he's picked up a double kill. They're going to push on here. No one's going to get out from the spawn in time. 2 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. So we're going to go to round 3 here on Dorado to see who's going to put on the better, who's going to get the further push now. So 1 minute and 21 seconds to 2 minutes and 2 seconds. No clock is going to be altered here because everyone finished over 1 minute. So you notice when a team finishes less than 1 minute, they get rounded up to the 1 minute mark, and the team with more time, they get that added onto theirs as well. This is not good. So as that's being ripped there.